So, who am I? My name is Kelsey Payne. This is my wife and our almost 5 year old now. And we live in Denver, Colorado. But I actually went to school at this little school down here, Gustavus Adolphus College in Minnesota, where I actually majored in philosophy, but minored in religious studies, which for me included actually quite a bit of Buddhism, as you'll find out, and Japanese studies as well. So it was one of my concentrations in study. Here is where I lived for a couple of years, study abroad first, and then later on I went to Japan again. But I first lived in Osaka for a while, which you've probably heard of before. Specifically, a little city within Osaka, city within the big city of Osaka called Hirakatashi. And Hirakatashi was fantastic. It was a great place for me to really get a sense of both culture with Kyoto nearby, and also the city, which is Osaka itself, obviously. This is Osaka-jo, by the way. It's castle sitting right there, practically in the heart of the city. While I was there, during that time, I studied at Kansai Gaidai University, or Kansai Gaikokugo Daigaku. So this is where I studied formally Japanese language and also Zen Buddhism and general Japanese culture. It was also sort of the launching pad because I didn't want everything to be just purely academics. So this is a very poorly taken image. This is me at a Japanese wedding, sitting next to a couple of my friends, and the people getting married are my friends as well, an Australian and his Japanese wife. It was very exciting. I actually spent a lot of time in this little beautiful tea ceremony room on other occasions as well. But I went to study Zen Buddhism in Japan, being in love already with the culture, having very little idea though what to expect, and being mostly versed in at a Christian college as I was, a lot of Christian ideals and such, and philosophy mostly of the Western tradition. And I really wanted a deeper sense of the Eastern tradition. So I didn't just go to Kansai Gaidai to study in academics there, but also to get to go to the temples of Japan. And I actually went to a Japanese temple to study meditation, and continued that even after coming back to the States after study abroad. Following study abroad and graduating from Gustavus Adolphus, I then went back to Japan. I taught English for a while, but I was doing everything I could to absorb as much Japanese culture and language as I possibly could. I took the Nihongo Noryoku Shiken, which is a big Japanese test. It's kind of renowned around the world. Sat in for both the second and first level. Now they're called N2 and N1, but it's changed a little bit in their criteria. And really tried to learn as much as I could. This was a wonderful woman, a mother of a friend of mine, who was helping me even learn some of the tea ceremony rituals at the time. And I studied martial arts, specifically Aikido, and then later Aikijujutsu. And I just had a really wonderful time absorbing all of that culture.